muted.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Business Objects online demo session. Myself, Madhukar Reddy. I have 12 plus years of experience in business objects. Currently, I'm working as a business object architect in a Bangalore location and certified in a BO, Oracle, Cognos. I started my career with a BO 6.5, very older version. And later, I work with the different versions of the BO from 6.5 to XAR2, 3.0, 4.0, 4.1, and 4.2. The current version of the BO is a 4.2. The latest version of the BO is a 4.2. Most of the projects currently running on the 4.1, and they are migrating to the 4.2. They started migrating to the latest version of the BO 4.2. And in my experience, I work with the different sources. I work with the BW sources, creating reports, dashboards on top of the BW sources. And also, I'm a good experience working with SAP HANA sources, developing a universe designing on top of the SAP HANA and developing different dashboards, design studio dashboards using the SAP HANA sources. And also, apart from the BW and SAP HANA sources, I have a good experience working with the non-SAP sources, so which is implemented many reports on top of the Oracle SQL Server database and Terra databases. Okay, so in this training, I'm going to explain developing reports by connecting to the different sources, which is a BW, SAP HANA sources, and non-SAP sources, SQL Server. So this is what I'm going to cover in this training. And in my experience, I work with different domains: telecom domain project, sales, banking, HRMS. In our training, I am going to explain one end-to-end implementation. I'm going to explain one end-to-end implementation on the sales project. So I have 1 lakh of records on sales data. So I'm going to cover that on a real-time project on sales project. Okay. Yeah. And everyone, please, if you have any question, so you can just raise your hand. I will unmute you. You can ask any questions if you have. Or you have a question and answer window, chat window. In a chat window, you can type your question, or you can just say hi. I will unmute you immediately. Okay. And between, if you have any questions, always you can raise your hand and you can type your question. So I will answer for that. And so today I'm going to, so what are the topics I'm going to cover in this training? So you will get idea. So the topics which I'm going to cover, and already NIT team, the coordination team, they already shared the content, the course content link. You can go through the course content, detailed course content, so you can understand what I'm going to discuss in a detail topic and each module in a business objects. In a BO, we have a multiple components, multiple tools are there. So which we are going to cover all the components in business objects. Sorry. And here I can see there are total 20 topics I'm going to cover. If you look at here, overview of the reporting tool. So what is the reporting? What is the purpose of the reporting? How the reports are helped to the end users? So that I'm going to discuss in the first session. And the last session, mock-up interview questions. So example, when you after the training completed, if you go for apply for a job, so they will ask, can you please explain one project which you completed recently? Can you explain what is your project architecture? Can you tell me one of the complex report which you implemented in your report? And can you tell me the issues so you got or issues you have UAT and how that is been resolved, some of the UAT issues. So this kind of questions they'll ask in interview. And other than this, other than generic questions, so they will ask the technical questions of the individual components of the BO. Okay, so that all. So I'm going to explain, and after the completion of the training, and also we'll discuss in the training of a resume preparation. As a 9 years or 10 years experienced person, so what kind of roles and responsibilities we should have into the resume? So that all I'm going to explain. I mean, will prepare your resume. I will help you on preparing your resume. And the certification exam preparation. And after the training completed, you can go for a BOBJ certification. And I will give you some question and answers, some sample dumps. And also I will give you the material. Okay. So if you practice well, even without going through any dump, you can easily get more than 80%. So that all certification topics also I'm going to cover as part of the project training. And also we are doing the job support as well. Once you get a job, and in case if you are facing any problems in your project, so you can always reach me. I'll give my contact number. So you can always reach me to resolve your job project issues that I can help you. Okay. So that's about the highlights of the training. And coming to the topics. So the topics each you can see from 2 to 18. These are the different topics. So which I'm going to cover in this training. And I'm just moving to the other slide, so which will get a more idea about the components wise architecture. So whatever the mention is 2 to 18, so that components wise architecture you can see here. Any questions till now in my discussion? Do anyone have any questions? So guys, so you have a unmute option. You can always unmute yourself. Okay, and you can discuss with me directly. Fine. Nagendra, Mohammed, Sachin, Nag, and Mancan, Yapi. So always you can raise your question in case if you have any questions. Okay. Now, coming here, so BA Launchpad is a business object portal. Using this portal, the end user log into the portal and he can access the reports which is available in the repository. BA Launchpad is a BA portal, or you can say the business object portal. Using this portal, the end user can access the reports which is available in the BO server. I will show you quickly how user going to access the BA portal. I'm trying to connect to the BO server. So you are not going to install anything in your machine. We are providing the server access. You can access the server directly through the remote desktop. Enter the computer details, click on connect, and I'm just entering the username password here. Once you log into the BA Launchpad, once you log into the remote desktop, so all the BO components are available in the remote desktop. Okay. So this is the BA Launchpad link, SAP Business Object BA Launchpad link. So there you can, user going to log into the BA Launchpad. Once you log into the BA Launchpad, he can access the reports which is available in the BO repository. Okay. So now I'm trying to open one of the report here. Okay. So through the BA Launchpad, so end user login and he can access the all type of reports. You can access the Webby reports. You can access the rich client reports. You can access the dashboards, Crystal reports, Design Studio dashboards, and Lumira reports. Okay. So I'm just trying to open one of the report, which is a Webby dashboard. Okay. Now you'll see. So user access the report like this, and based on the data selected, say if I select the sweat t-shirts, and if I select the New York, only the New York data which is displaying here. If I select the California, see only the California data is displaying. If I select the accessories, so I can see only the accessories data. Okay. So this is how user can access the reports. You can see the logo and titles. Okay. And also, so I am trying to open one of the dashboard. This is a dashboard. The type of the report is dashboard. Okay. Open a dashboard. And user can access these reports using their mobile also. So we have a mobile apps. So for business intelligence, so user can access these reports to the mobile as well. Now we'll see. So based on the data, say I want to analyze the data for 2015, or I want to analyze the data 2015 for Florida state. I can see the sales and margin, and also the cost per unit each product. Okay, accessories, city skirts. So I just given the shortcut names of the product. Okay, fine. So this is how user going to log into the BA Launchpad to access the reports which is available in the repository. Now you understand? Once you log into the BA Launchpad, you can access the reports which is available in the repository. Okay, fine. Okay. Now, as a BO developer, so we are the developers. So as a BO developer, we are also logged into the BA Launchpad to create a web intelligence report. To develop a web intelligence report, we are logged into the BA Launchpad. Web intelligence is one of the web-based reporting tool. Okay, fine. So web intelligence is one of the reporting tool in business objects. Okay. So through web intelligence, we can develop a report by connecting to the universes. Using the web intelligence report, by using the universes, we can develop a report. What is a universe? Universe is a semantic layer between the database and the report developer. Okay. Web intelligence is one of the reporting tool in Vivo. Using the web intelligence reporting tool, we can develop a report by connecting to the universes. So what is a universe? Universe is a semantic layer. Universe is a semantic layer between the databases. So these are the different databases here. So different databases and the report developer. Okay. So who is going to design the universe? We are going to design the universe by using the universe designer tool and the information designer tool. Okay. So UDT is there in the beginning of the BO version. So IDT is introduced, which is the new tool is introduced in 4.0. Okay. So but yeah, so in a 4.2 or 4.0, so still we have both the tools are available. Either you can use the UDT, you can use the UDT tool to design universe, or you can use the IDT tool. But the difference between the IDT and UDT is, with the UDT tool, you can create a universe by connecting to the any of the single source system. You can connect to the any of the single source system with the UDT. But with the IDT tool, you can connect to the multiple databases. You can create a universe by connecting to the multiple databases with the IDT tool. Okay, so that is the main difference between the IDT and UDT, and we'll discuss in detail when we are discussing the practical session. So you will understand more what exactly the difference between the UDT and IDT. Now consider that. So as of now, you can consider that. So UDT is these tools are to create a universe by connecting to the different databases. Okay. So to create a universe, so we need either UDT and IDT. So through this, we are going to develop a universe by connecting to the any of the sources. Okay. So suppose I have Oracle database. So you have to create a universe by connecting to the Oracle database. Once the universe is ready, so you can develop a reports on top of that. Fine. Either it is a SQL server, is the same applicable for SQL server. So create a universe by connecting to the SQL server database, either UDT or you can use the UDT, IDT, and create a report. Fine, clear everyone? And you either, so for HANA, Oracle and SQL server, we need a universe. But for SAP HANA sources, without any universe, you can directly create a web intelligence report by accessing the HANA calculated views. So you can directly create a web intelligence reports. So we don't require any universe. Okay, but till 4.1, in a older version, I can say 4.1. So we should always create a universe. Once the universe is ready, then you can develop a web report. This is in till 4.1. With the latest version of the BO 4.2, you can directly connect to the SAP HANA sources and develop a web reports. Okay. Now, when it comes to the BW source system, so whenever you're talking about non-SAP sources, Oracle or SQL Server, we always universe is required. Without universe, we can't develop a reports. But when it comes to the BW or when it comes to the SAP HANA, you can directly connect to the SAP HANA sources and BW sources. You can develop a web report without any universe. So in case SAP HANA and BW sources, universe is not mandatory. Universe is mandatory only for non-SAP sources. Oracle, SQL Server, Teradata database, Sybase. For that, universe is always mandatory. Okay. Fine. So when it comes to the BW sources, either you can create a universe on top of the BW sources and develop a report, or if it is existing project, it's already SAP BW is implemented and BEX is already created by the SAP BW team. Normally the BEX is implemented by the SAP BW team by using the query designer tool. In a BW there is a query designer tool. Using that, BEX is implemented. So once the BEX is ready, you can directly connect to the BEX queries and develop a web report. If you have already BEX queries, so then don't go for this universe concept. Directly access the BEX queries through the OLAP connection and develop a web reports. Okay. So that's how we are going to develop a web reports, by connecting to the universes, by connecting to the BEX queries, or by connecting directly SAP HANA sources. Okay. So is that clear? Everyone, any questions? Is anyone have any questions here? Okay, good. Now, in this training, I am going to cover how to develop a dashboards using the LibreOffice connection, query as a web services through the middlewares. And also we'll discuss the crystal reports, developing a crystal reports by connecting directly to the database without any universe connection. And also we are going to develop a dashboards using the Design Studio. So these are the new tools which is there introduced in 4.1. And also we are going to cover the Lumira topics as well in the training. So these are the dashboards and reporting tools, which we are going to cover these topics. And also, so Webby Rich Client is a client-based reporting tool. Using this tool, you can develop a reports on top of the universes. Also, you can connect to the web services as a source, and you can develop a Rich Client reports. So you can say the desktop-based tool. Okay, Rich Client is a desktop-based tool. And also you can create a report by connecting to the Excel or text files. Okay. You can develop a Rich Client reports by connecting to the Excel or text files also. Okay, if you have a data in Excel, so using that Excel data, you can develop a Rich Client reports. So that also I'm going to explain in this training. Okay, and all these, whatever I till now discussed, the UDT, IDT, BA Launchpad, and Web Intelligence, which comes under all the development activity. In a training, I am going to cover the administration part as well. So this training covered the development as well as the administrator. In most of the projects, developer is going to do all the administration activity. Okay, so as a developer, you should know the admin activity as well. So how to configure the BO servers, how to install the BO system, and the CCM is a central configuration manager tool. There we are going to configure all the BO services, Webby processing server, central management server, adaptive job server, input file repository server, output file repository. These are the different servers should up and running to access the BO system. Okay, and each services, it has its own significant to run a BO application. And CMC is a administrator tool. It's a web-based tool. Using this CMC tool, we can do all the administrator activity, like creating a users, scheduling the reports, and and giving the reports to the particular, giving the access particular reports to the particular user, so that all administration activity which I am going to cover in this training. And also, once you develop a report, so normally we develop all reports in the dev environment, so that you are going to move to the quality system. Once you develop a reports, those reports which we are going to move to the quality system, and quality system to the production. So you are going to move the reports dev to quality, quality system to the production by using the promotion management tool. PMT is a tool which we can move the reports from one environment to the other environment. So that all we'll discuss, how to move the reports from one environment to the other environment. And also I'm going to cover upgrade management tool, migrating the project from older version to the latest version, 4.0 to the 4.1, or 4.0 to the 4.2, or move the old version of the reports like 3.1 reports to the 4.1 or 4.2. So how we can migrate the project one version to the other version in BO using the upgrade management tool. So that I am going to cover in this training. Report conversion tool is a tool which we can convert the desktop intelligence tool to web intelligence reports. If you see the older version of the BO in XA 3.1, we have a desktop intelligence tool. The desktop intelligence is one of the reporting tool. So in 4.1 or 4.0 or 2, so we don't have this desktop intelligence reports. So if you are working with the migration of the project, so Desky we can't move to the 4.1. So we need to convert those Desky reports into the Webby formatting using the report conversion tool. So that all we are going to cover in this training. Okay. So any questions? So you can always go ahead. I'm just moving on to yeah. So this is something which I'm going to cover in the topic, and the duration of this training is 36 hours, and it's going to be a session is Monday to Friday every day. So it's a 1 hour session, and slowly later I'll just try to make it as a 1 hour 30 minutes. So once you started practice on the server, so I'll try to make it a 1 hour 30-minute session. I try to complete this training within 45 days. Okay, so taking a more hours time, 1 hour 30-minute session. So maximum it will not take more than 45 days. And we are providing the server access. So how I have the server, how I access the BO server access through the remote desktop, right? The same way we are going to, you are also going to access the same server, same way, and you will get the 60 days of the server access. And in case if you want to extend, we can extend the server access. So which include SAP HANA, SAP BW, and the business objects. Basis, SAP basis is different, and BO administration is different. Okay, so basis guy, he can handle the all the SAP module administration, right? So BO admin is only can handle only the BO activity, administration activity. Okay, so even basis guy doesn't know about the BO admin activities. Okay, so now people started learning, even the basis guy also started learning the BO administration, but still, so most of the project, so alone the developers only can handle the BO administration activity, creating a user, scheduling the reports, okay, and giving the access to particular reports to the particular user, sending email particular reports to the particular email box, customer email box. So that all comes under the administration activity, and installing the BO server and monitoring the BO server. So that all is going to take care by normally the BO administrator. But so earlier, so we used to have the separate BO administrator. So now, so most of the projects, the developer only going to do this activity. Okay. Yeah. And so as I said, like so, if you look at here in the business objects, so you will have all the components access. So even this server, which is not there in my location, so this location is available in Hyderabad. Okay. Okay. Now, the new update of the 4.2, I can say, improving the performance of the queries. So, say suppose in your report you created some 10 queries. Earlier, it is all the 10 queries. It is the running time. It run one by one. Now, so in BO 4.2, so all the queries will run parallelly, not like one by one. So that is a one good improvement of the in terms of the performance. Okay, and the other very important is you can directly connect to the SAP HANA sources without any invoice. Till 4.1, we need to have a universe. We should have the universe till 4.1. So with the latest version of the 4.2, you can directly connect to the SAP HANA sources and develop a webby report. That's another new feature is added. Okay. So other than that, you will not see much difference between the 4.1 and 4.2. Okay. Even you can't identify which you are connected to the 4.1 or 4.2. If I give the 4.1 and 4.2 both the servers, so you will not see any difference. So both almost similar. But so there are a lot of changes is added after 3.1. In XA 3.1 and 4.0, you will see like something like which you connected to the new module or new application. Okay. So there are a lot of differences between 3.1 and 4.0, but you don't see much differences between 4.0, 4.1 and 4.1, except some new features of the BO. Okay. And as I said, like you will have the whole BO access. So you can see whatever I just explained here. So we have the server tools, client tools, IDT, UDT, and rich client tool, and query as web services, report conversion tool, and also we have a dashboard tool and design studio, crystal reports, and Lumira. So which I'm going to cover all the topics. And also similarly, so you can access of SAP HANA sources, SAP HANA access we have, and also you can access the SAP BW sources, and we have a SQL Server database. So whatever I'm going to cover in this training, so all the modules and all the components are installed in this machine in the remote desktop. Okay, fine. Any questions? And also in this training, so I'm going to cover about effort estimation, upgradation plan, and effort estimation with BW, effort estimation with Oracle source system. Okay, and also project metrics plan, so you can understand. So if you look at your project, so I'll discuss in detail later. So about the project metrics plan for business objects, administration activity, and what is comes under the BO team can handle. Okay, each and every project metrics plan which I'm going is related to the only the BO, not overall project metrics plan. And the effort estimation. So when you give the estimation for BO reports, so what are the things we need to consider? Okay, installation, requirement analysis, design, connection creation, and inverse designing, developing reports, promoting the reports from dev to production, and preparation of the review, and system integration test plan. So this all will cover. And assumption, what is assumption? Based on that, what are the based on assumption you are going to give uh, the estimation. Okay. And also when it comes to the non-SAP sources, like what are the things we need to consider for effort estimation? Okay. So this is a total number of days, and in a detail wise in number of hours, like uh, what is the effort estimation for in number of hours, requirement analysis, EAC creation, design, and preparing the ETL process, and view and understanding the tables creation, and inverse designing, and web intelligence report and administration. So this is something like including the integration testing 126 hours for complex reports, which I'm given here. For complex reports, this is the complex reports for one report, and this much of the effort is again it depends on. So how we can consider this is a complex requirement or medium complex or simple report. So there are certain parameters. Based on certain parameter, we are going to decide it is a complex or simple report. Okay, so that also I'm going to explain in this training. And upgradation plan. So in case we want to upgrade the 4.0 to 4.2. Okay, so in that case, so what are parameters we need to consider? So the plan, so how we can plan it. So you'll see these are the different steps. So we have to plan it and follow the step one by one with the start date and end date. Okay, clear? So in real time what we do regular activity. So that all we are going to discuss in this training. So most of the training is a practical oriented session. And also I will give you the material. Okay, I'll share the material. So which is prepared by myself. And also I taken some SAP material also. So from SAP portal also I'll share this material. And I do provide some assignments. So in case when you get a time, you can complete the assignments. So assignment is nothing but some project. I can say the project scenarios. Okay. And also, as I said, like certification material also I'll provide you after the training. Maybe you can enroll the certification after the web session completed. In the middle of the training also, you can go for a certification. Okay. Fine. So that's about the training which I'm going to cover further sessions. So I'll start with the web intelligence part, then the inverse designing and the information designing tool, and then dashboard, crystal report, design studio, Lumira, web page client reports, and the last session I'm going to cover the administration activity. All the last session will complete with the admin activity. Okay, fine. And that's it today. And tomorrow we can continue the same time. Signing off with Madhukar Reddy, and I'll share my details later, so you can always reach me when you are doing practicing in the server, and our server team is available anytime, so to assist you if you face any issues in the server. Okay, and I want to make this as a more interactive session, and guys, you can reach my coordination team for any questions. Thanks for attending the session. Please reach my coordination team, or you can call them for their questions. Okay. So that's it today, and we'll meet tomorrow. So we'll start with the tomorrow with a overview of the reporting, and we'll start with the web intelligence reporting tool, how to create a report and what is the query process, and how we are getting the data into our report from the source system. So that end-to-end connectivity will discuss in tomorrow's session. So that's it my side, and please go ahead if anyone have any questions. I'll take the introduction part individually later, maybe after the two sessions. I'll take the individual introduction part, so everyone can know each one. So thank you, thanks all, thank you very much for attending the session, and our coordinating team will get in touch with you for the process. Thank you very much. Thanks for all attending the demo session.